Hello everyone. In this video, we will go through a solution of HackerRank. The problem is called as anagrams. Okay. So, what is anagram? Let's look at the definition. Okay. So, anagrams. So, two strings are called anagrams if they contain all same characters in the same frequencies. Okay. So, what does that mean? So, let's take an example of two strings. So one first string is anagram and second way is markana. Okay. So so we need to find the frequency of every character. Okay. So say for example in anagram A N A G R A M, right? So we need to see how many times A has occurred in the string. So if you see A has occurred 1, 2, 3 times, right? So in this table, so we are finding the frequencies. Say A or A. Okay, it is case insensitive. So you have three letters here in this one, right? And then let's take a next letter G. So G is present only once. So once, right? The frequency. So this first column is the frequency of characters in the first string anagram. Okay. So next is N. Okay, N is occurring only once. M also is occurring only once. R is also occurring only once. So now let's look at the second uh, parameter, second string. So second string is Markana. So if you see A is occurring three times here. G also is occurring only once. Okay, and N is occurring only once. You can just count. Okay, how many times that is occurring. So R is occurring only once, right? So if you see the frequency is basically the number of times it occurs, right? So you can see it occurs, all the characters occurs the same number of times in both the strings. Okay. So if they occur same number of times in both the strings, then they are called as anagrams. Okay. So hope this is clear. So now let's look at the example which is not an anagram. Okay. So here, so the first string is ANAGRAMM. Second string is MARGANAE. Okay, now let's start with A. So how many times A has occurred in first string? Three times, right? And you can so on. You can count the number of count the each character how many times it has occurred. Let's say take this example of M. M has occurred twice. Okay. Similarly, you go and check in the second string. So A has occurred four times. 1, 2, 3, 4. Four times, right? So if you see these frequencies don't match, right? So a frequency of A in the first string is 3 and second string is 4. Okay, they don't match. And let's take a like example of M. Okay, M also is not matching. So M occurs twice in the first string and only once in the first string. Okay, so these strings are not anagrams. Okay, so because the frequencies of the characters in each of these strings are different, right? So hope this is clear. Okay, now let's move on to how to write the code. Okay, so so this is the solution. Okay, so this I have already done the solution because videos were taking longer time, so I had to finish up this. So this is a problem statement. Okay, so you can see this um, sample input ANAGRAMAR, the same example I had took. Okay, so it outputs what? They are anagrams. Okay, so the output is this. So next let's look at the other example ANAGRAMM. This is another example which I took in the slides. So they are not anagrams. Okay, so there is one more example. Okay, so hello and hello. Okay, see these are all case insensitive, not case sensitive. So capital E or small e, they are counted. Okay, once. So they are treated as one, right? So if you see this hello and hello, the frequencies are matching, so they are anagrams. Okay, the output is anagrams. Okay, now I will explain you the code. Okay, so so this is the so let's look at the code what HackerRank is given. So in HackerRank had given this entire thing, okay, and make sure you need to select Java 50, okay. So because we are using maps and all, so you just need to use Java 15. So then scanner. So it is going to read the scan. So you are reading first string and second string, and scanner is closed. Okay. So then these two strings are passed to isAnagram function. Okay. So this is where, I mean, it will return true or false. If it is if both of them are anagrams, then it will return true. Okay. So in which case anagrams is printed. If it is false, then it will return I mean, if it is the strings are not anagrams, then it will return false. Then in that case, not anagrams is printed. Okay. So now let's go on to the code. So the first condition which I am checking is if both, see, these are the two strings, right? So if their string lengths are different, that means there are no more anagrams. Okay. So I am returning false. Okay. So next thing is in this code I am checking the frequencies of each character in first string. Okay, so which is a, right? So hash I've taken as a hash map. So in hash map, every key will contain actual character, and it will the value will contain actual count, how many times it has found. Okay, so whenever it is found, I will increment the count. So let's see that. Okay, so this is a hash map declaration. So then what I'm doing, I am iterating through all the characters in the string. So for I is equal to 0, a last length, so I'm just counting. So I'm getting the first character. So sorry, I'm getting the character, get the character in string. Okay, so then I will check if the character is present. Check if the character is present in the map. Okay, so if it is already present, then I will increment the count. Okay, so it is already present. So what I will do, I will get the count. Get the count. Okay, then I will increment and put it. So I will the same. So I'm actually converting it to uppercase just to make sure that there is no case sensitive problems, because we need to compare, right? So I'm making converting all the characters to uppercase. Okay, and I'm incrementing the count and storing it back. Okay, say for example, in this case, one second, hold on. So in this case, let's say for example a, right? A. Let's suppose a is already present in the map. So and count will be 1. Okay, so if it comes, then it will increment the current count to 2. Okay, so like this, if it is already present, we are going to increment the count. If it is not present, that means first time you are pushing the character to the map, right? Not present, just initialize count to 1, because that is the first time it has gone, right? So this is for first string. Okay, this is for frequencies of the first string. So next, I'll do the same thing for second string. Okay, so what we are doing here, check the frequencies of characters in second string. Okay, so at the end of this loop, you will have frequencies of first and second strings. Okay, so in this first loop, we have calculated the frequencies of characters in first string, and in this loop we have checked the frequencies of characters in the second string. Okay, then So now what I will do is, so you have two maps, right? So I need to check every character. So first character, so first I will take the key values of from the first map and compare it with, say for example, let's take this as a this one as a first one, the frequency of anagram as a first map and second one as a second map. Okay, so what I'm doing right now, I'm getting the key. Okay, here. So what I'm doing, I am taking the character of from the first map A. Okay, this is what it is showing, get key, and I am checking if it is already present in the second map. Okay, so it should be present. If it is an anagram, it should be present. So if it is present, okay, if the character is present here, I am going to get the count, okay, from the first map. Set key, okay. uh, no, it is from the second map, count from the second hash. Okay, so this count I'm going to get. Okay, so this count. Next, the set dot value, get value. So this one, this three I'm getting here, I'm comparing it with this one. Okay, if they are not equal, then I will return false, because the condition for anagrams fails here, right? So because the counts are different, so immediately I will return, I will not go through the next characters and all. Okay, so I will do that. Next, when will it come to this false? Okay, let's see this. So if the character is not already present, say for example, if this A is present in the first map and not present in the second map, that means that character is not present in the second string at all. Okay, so that in that case also I will, what I will do is it is not an anagram. Okay, so it will go on like this. Okay, and if all the characters in the first, that means all the keys in the first map are compared with the keys of the second map, and if in any case there is no violation, okay, so the violation will happen here, right? Return false. If there is no violation, then it will come to the end of this loop, right? So then in that case, that means all of them have matched. See, only when they have matched, it will not come to this return statement, right? That means the character A's frequency is matched, character B's frequency is matched. So only then it will come to end of this loop. Otherwise, it would have returned in between itself. Okay, so what I'm doing, return true. Okay, so this is the implementation of anagram function. Okay, now let's run the code, okay, and see if the test cases pass. Okay, okay, I have already run it once, so let me run it again just to show it to you. Okay, so the first one is passed. Now we need to submit the code where all the test cases will be executed. Okay, so all test cases are executed. Okay, so that's how you need to work on this solution. Thank you.